plans, but to guide them back into the fold for safety. There ain't nowhere in there, because I read all of it, by the way, more than once. It ain't say beat up no children. Talk to them. Listen. Because that's what you do anyway when they get big. They do the same dumb things. And what you tell them? You too big to whip. Yeah, you're right. Listen to the children. Thank you very much.
We live in the post-crack era where the breakdown of the family, the proliferation of handguns, gangster rap, and the falling relevance of the church have created a cauldron of violence where human life has lost all value. A couple of nights ago, an 11-year-old boy was shot in his bed here in Oakland. How can the precepts of nonviolence bring a change in such a world today?
All right. The first thing we have to do is close down the handgun manufacturing business. Don't tell me what you can't do. Because they got a boycott of the buses in Montgomery and changed the system. Yeah. Who do you think make the guns? We have about 3 states make over 80% of the guns manufactured. Because if you ain't have no gun, you can't shoot nobody. Well, there's one of them in North Carolina, I know that. They're back over there. Okay? But you can get one of these young people right here, they can Google that for you in a minute. And they can tell you where the bullets are made. Okay? And where they sell them. Right. Okay? So, we must stop making handguns. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. As he said, in this prison in Colombia where they were killing 6 people a day, they had guns in jail. So, while they even had the guns, we were able to transform them, but they didn't use the guns. I got a better example. More recently, we had just finished training 26,000 Nigerian, militants in southern Nigeria. Those who were kidnapping people, those who were blowing up oil pipes, and those who were commandeering ships. You haven't seen anything in the paper recently about that. You know why? We trained the leaders, the ones who were training people in camps how to be violent. We still have the camps. They're training them in nonviolence now. Shell Oil started it, but what happened is it was so successful after we did the first 3,000, the government said, well, I'm going to offer an amnesty program. So all my young folk who've been shooting and killing up all our troops would agree to lay down your weapons and come into a camp where you can be trained in nonviolence. Then what we'll do is give you additional trades, training, so you can have skills and you can be viable citizens, I'm talking about Lafayette associates now, This is right here. These folks, that one right there, he was in Nigeria, that one back there, he know about the militants, the ones who been killing people and carrying on. 26,000. And they are right now in 24 countries being trained. They're in the United States, and they're in Texas, they're down there in West Palm Beach, Florida, and they got them coming to Atlanta, okay? Then you can have them in Johannesburg, South Africa, and guess what they're doing? Training them to be airplane pilots. Down there in Florida, underwater wells. Same ones. And who was that? Was that Dandy? Wasn't it Dandy who stood up and testified and said he killed 170 government troops? That's a bad dude. He, by himself, done killed 170. They were going back and forth with the violence, shooting and killing each other. Okay? And there was a way we were able to transform that. I can't give you all the details, but I can tell you where we started. We started with the leaders who were in jail. So the first thing we have to do is find the leadership. That's how Columbus got here. Okay? And do you know what the leadership was? The Pinta. Do you know who the captain of the Pinta was? Come on now. Come on up now. You know who the captain of the Pinta was? Pedro Alonso. No, he was at the Santa Maria. You remember that? That's where Columbus was. Yeah, but the one that the lead ship, I know he was, that's right. But he was on the big ship. But the lead ship was a little ship out there in front called the Pinta. Okay? And the one who was the captain of the Pinta was Pedro Alonso. That's what happened when they got in that storm. And they thought they were going to perish because of the storm coming up and everything. And they said, oh, you Columbus, you brought us out here to let us drown and die out here in the water and everything while you're trying to find, a shortcut to India or whatever. They were looking for the U.S. Did you know that? Yeah. I was trying to find a shortcut tax evasion. Because coming through other countries, you had to pay every time you went through there. Okay, y'all know your history. But it was Pedro Alonso, and that's what Columbus told them. When they started screaming and crying and hollering, big sailors now, can you imagine that? Crying and hollering, you're going to let us drown out here in the storm? He said, Pedro Alonso. Pedro Alonso. Keep your eyes on the little ship. The lead ship. Pedro Alonso was a black man. He was the first one hit shore. Okay? I see why they're trying to say the ethnic studies like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Christmas Abacus. Yeah, we take that out of history. Yeah. So the point I'm making is that we can solve this problem. What we have to do is put nonviolence into the curriculum in every school. Okay? What I want to do is get college students trained by college professors, and then send those college students into the high schools to train the high school students, and then give them credit for it. Give them some credit hours. Okay? Feet on the ground. Okay? You can call it cognitive education. You know what cognitive is? Well, you know what cognitive is? Cognitive is putting your brain into action. Not just putting it on paper. Okay? Cognitive. Get out there and do it. That's where education comes. Okay? Causing other folks to learn. So what happened is that we can institutionalize it like Martin Luther King said that he wanted to do. And it's over. It's over once we institutionalize it. Okay? Now, why do folks go around shooting people? Why do they go around bullying people and all that? Because they're scared. The only reason why policemen shoot folk and kill them is because they're scared. Now, they might have a good reason to be scared. My point is, we need to find another approach to dealing with deviance.